Salutations to my Ganu Baba, Adi Guru, Mahadev Ardhanarishwar, Sadguru, Sai and Gurudev Sai. My Shashtang Naman and Shashtang Pranam to each and every existence in and around this universe. Sai Satchitra Sadguru Sai Maharaj Ki Jai. Today I would like to talk about a very simple thing, part of our life, our daily life, our every moment life. It's about our thoughts and our choices. Because what I have learned throughout my entire life until now is that anything and everything is inside us, and we can make it happen if we can bring that to our thought, what I want and what I don't want, and then the choices. Thoughts are very important, and equally important are our choices, because our thoughts leads to our choices. So both go hand by hand, hand on hand. In Sai Satchitra, there is a chapter. There are actually two chapters. I would like to relate a little bit from both chapters. In one chapter, there is the story where Baba with three other friends were going to the forest to search for Guru or search for something. And on the way, they met this man who is a poor guy but had some bread and water and asked them where they are going, and asked them to eat, offered them what little he had. But all four of them first time said, no, thank you very much. And they did not give a straight answer, and they went ahead to their quest. And then they got lost, and they came back to the same position where this poor gentlemen were there, where they had met initially. Again, this poor gentleman asked, and they did not give a right answer. He offered bread and water. All the other three did not agree to accept, but at that time, Baba agreed to accept. And when Baba stayed back and accepted the offer, after that, his Guru arrived in front of him. So, our thoughts. This is a very beautiful story about our thoughts. In this place, in Satcharitra, Baba explains beautifully that, if you are in a quest of something, anything in your life, and if you're doing it for the first time or second time and you have no guidance, and it's always better to have a guide, which is a Guru. What happens if that guide has walked through the same path and has experienced the nooks and corner and bumps and everything, the good things and the things that need to be worked on or to be careful about something. So we need a guide who can guide us. Then that way, what happens is when we are in that quest, yes, we might stumble, we might fall, we might even get a little hurt, but at the end of the day, the guide who is experienced with their own life will be able to continuously hold your hand and reach you to your destination. And this is not only required in the spiritual path. I'm sorry. In the spiritual path, it is required in every path. See, we don't choose where we are going to be born. I mean, there are some people say something. I mean, I'm a lame person. So I'm saying it the way Baba made me understand is we don't choose our parents. We don't choose our siblings. We don't choose our teachers. We don't, we don't choose so many things in our life. But to balance it out, we have so much to choose from in every step, in every aspect of our life, that balances out. So yes, we don't choose our siblings, but we have the ability to choose our friends. We don't choose our teachers, but we have the ability to choose which subject I would like to. So things like that, little things like that. So this Baba story of the quest, it had an impact in my life, in me. And then I go to this another chapter of Sai Satchitra, where I think, if I'm not wrong, it is a story where somebody came to Baba and asked Baba two or three questions, and one question was, Baba, so many people come to Shirdi to meet you. Do they love you exactly the same way, and do you love them the same way? Like to one and all, because all are your children. So do you love them equally? All these thousands and thousands of children are coming to you. Then Baba gave a beautiful example and showed a mango tree from where he was sitting. He said, do you see that mango tree? So the devotee said yes. Said, do you see all the mangoes? Do you think from the time the small flowers start coming on the tree, which then slowly changes to a fruit, small ones, then they grow, and then they ripe on the tree. So from the process of the flower coming on the tree and a mango, ripe mango on the tree itself, you get, in this entire process, tell me, all the flowers, do they turn into mangoes? If they would have turned into ripe mangoes, then just imagine how beautiful this world would have been. So when the flowers come, all excited, new life, some fall, birds come, they peck. Similar with when they are turned to little fruits, birds come and peck, so many fall. So many does not have the strength of their own, so they fall. Then there is rain and thunder and all those things that affects. Then human beings, they throw stones or climb up the trees to get mangoes. So ultimately there are very, very few mangoes which still holds onto that tree and ripens completely. Those mangoes are the most sweetest, and they have a beautiful fragrance. They are so tasty. It's like, we are, as if that mango is equal to Amrit to us, So this happens with all my children, all my devotees. That's how Baba explained. And in that time, this devotee of Baba also asked him that, Baba, where do I go from here? Where do we go from here? Baba said, there are many places, many ways to go. And then the devotee asked that, Baba, how do I know? Then Baba said, you choose, and then you take a guide with you who will guide you, so you will not be afraid of animals or anything in the jungle. You will not to get lost because that guide will take you. So these two stories, it impacted my life a lot. And anytime Baba has taught me anything, I had to, he made me go through that experience until and unless I completely understand that one teaching of his. He would make me go through different ways in our regular life for me to connect back to what he has taught and to put into perspective with my own life that whether it is actually the same. Because people might say that Satchitra Baba lived 100 years ago, the book was written at that time, things have changed, the society have changed. Yes, everything has changed, but Baba Satchitra, and this is something my experience, each and every chapter, each and every teachings of Baba is still applicable. Unbelievable, but it's true. Just as we talk about Bhagavad Gita, the same is Sai Satchitra. So these two stories impacted me and was going on inside my mind. And then I saw a dream, a very beautiful dream, which I would like to share with all of you. So I see that I'm somewhere in a village, and there was this beautiful stream of water was going at one side, and the other side there were big trees, and there was a field, beautiful grass, and I think I was sitting on the grass or something, and then I see one of my relative. She comes and gives me a bed sheet, a sheet folded. She gave it to me, and we didn't talk anything. It was as if she had to come and give me that, and the rest is I have to take it and give it to somewhere without any talking. This is what I understood. So I took it and I started walking, and it was those village path, which is red soil, and you just you put your feet, you get this fresh air, but at the same time you're walking on that soil, red soil. So anyways, I went and I saw that there's a huge line. I stand behind the line. I was the last one at that time. So again, no talking, no thoughts, no nothing. It's as if I was supposed to go and stand in the line. So I stood in the line with that sheet in my hand. And the next thing which I see that Lord Narayan's Sheshnag, he comes. Exactly how Lord Narayan lies down on the Sheshnag. So imagine the same Sheshnag with the same everything, except Lord Narayan is not there. He comes, and I see that I am the first one. From when I came to the first, I don't know, but it's the first one. And I just walked down and I sat on Sheshnag. The moment I sat on him, he took me like a boat ride, and I was enjoying the beauty. It's like beautiful hills, little cloudy, like a hill station kind of weather. And I was enjoying. And at one point, Sheshnag went and dropped me. So I came off him, and then I walked up the hill, and I see Baba standing there. And then I asked the same question to Baba, as in Satchitra. Baba, where do I go from here? Baba said, there are 3 ways you go from here. And he showed behind him that 1, 2, and 3. Like, he didn't show himself, but he showed 3. And I look and I see 1 means Shivalingam, which is there. Second is Baba. And third is my Ganu Baba, Ganeshji, who was also sitting there. So Baba said, choose one, and then you start walking, and you will reach your destination. I looked, and I don't know what happened. I ran to the Shivlingam, and I hugged it. And I saw myself becoming one with Lord Shiva. And I woke up. My dream, my vision, anything and everything you call ended. I would like to mention that most of the time, not always, most of the time when I see these kinds of dreams and I wake up, I have seen certain on my body, taste or feet or legs, whatever, which gives me some kind of assurance that that dream was true. I hope I mean, it's hard to explain, but this is what happens most 8 out of 10 times. So this time also it happened. I woke up and I was extremely happy. At the same time, I was sad because Baba was there, but I chose Lord Shiva and not Baba. So I was sad for that. But I was happy that Baba came and showed me the way. And that tells me again about our thought and our choices. Now, you might be thinking, where does this come between thoughts and choices and your dream and Sai Satchitra? Yes, it does come. Just like how I shared Baba's story of that mango tree. You know, Baba has given an example of that beautifully about the flowers falling. You know, it becomes dry and falls. Some flowers, some little bulbs, they fall. The birds come and peck. The humans, children, they throw stone, things like that. But she's talking about our life. So if I want to be that mango to be ripened in the tree, that means on the hands of Baba, then all these outside forces that are there, I need to think and make the right choice so that when I'm blossoming as a little flower, I'm not, going into different temples or going into watching like thousands of YouTube videos to blossom myself, because that's not how it should be. Baba says, if you have a God or a guru, whoever it is, please hold on to one stick, one pillar. That's the right word, one pillar. Hold on to only one pillar, not 20,000 of them. So those little flowers that is falling from the tree before even it can turn into those small fruits is because they are too much into outer world. And then the fruit, when they become little, the moment they become little fruits, they start thinking, I know a lot. So again, when the birds come and peck, that means when other people come and talk and other people gives their experiences, instead of holding on to that one pillar, making that conscious choice that this is my guru, this is my God, and that's it. I don't need to listen to 10 different experiences. In the sense, Not like run to 10 different kinds of temples or run to 10 different kinds of gurus, and everybody's teaching style is little different and you get confused. So when you become that small fruit, you start thinking, oh, I know a lot. And then the thoughts change, immediately the choices change, and you fall. Some from there move up to become a little bit bigger mangoes, which are green mangoes. Those children throwing stones, people climb up the trees and plucking them, they are not even ripened. So what happens is these are again external effects on us. And because of these external effects, we are not being ripe on the tree itself. So the mangoes which are at the bottom of the tree, it's easy to pluck them or, get it by throwing stones. The ones that are higher up on the tree, it's hard to get hold of them. Same thing, our choices, our thoughts and our choices. So the mangoes, which are at the closer to get hold, they are being, plucked or, taken away from the tree before it's ripened by this external people, external effects. But if you make that choice by thinking that, no, this is my guru, this is my God. Yes, I will learn everything, but of my guru, of my God. I will not confuse myself. And slowly, what happens is the more you get into that, exactly like those mangoes, Baba slowly push you up the tree where other people will not see you for a very long time, until you are ripened, not very long time, until you are ripened. And that process of that flower and the mango and the ripe mango, those are very few because they are up on the tree. Baba has saved them. They have riped naturally through the process. And now when you get these mangoes, they are fully ripened, they are sweet, they are like amrit. And that should be our goal, to be that ripened mango, on the tree, not falling here, there. And this happens because of our thoughts and our choices. Our thoughts and our choices, believe me when I say this, it starts from, I don't know, maybe a year old child, baby, a year-old baby. It starts from there. Crying, no, I don't want to eat. Crying, I'm sleepy, but I want to play. Little bit older, have to go to school, call the child. The child will say, Mama, 5 minutes. Mama, please, 10 minutes. Please, I don't eat okra, bhindi. I don't like bhindi. It just comes out. So the choices start very early. And how our parents were, they were extremely strict. I remember my mom, if for example, if I said that, Ma, I don't like bhindi, okra, she will make sure the next 1 week I eat only okra. That time as a child, I didn't know. I thought she's, but she's so strict. But when I grew up, I understood and I became thankful to her that, Thank you, Ma, for being that strict. Today, I can't say that I don't like this or I don't like that. Now I know food is so important. So much is done before that food comes on our plate. So it starts from that time when we are little. And that's why it is said that if parents are strict and help the child and direct them to the right place by explaining it to them or whichever way, but that seed becomes flower, and then flower turns into this small fruit, and then that fruit grows into a proper size, and then it ripens, and then it's the best mango in the entire world. And that's how we get our gurus, our saints, because we don't know their journey. So our thoughts and our choices, not about the thought that has an easy route. It will always come, the two thoughts, yes and no, this or that. Every step it comes. Should I do this or should I do this? Should I do this or should I do that? Choices. And these are the two main bases from the time we start understanding. Even before we understand is our parents. That is why for this and for many, many other reasons, it's always said that our mother and father are our first guru. They are our first guru because everything they are teaching us. And then you grow slowly to think properly and make the right choice. I would like to share a story. It's a story that most people know, but about this thought and choices, when I was thinking while meditating, Baba reminded me of the story. I will share. I'll read this out a little bit. One day, I hopped into a taxi and took off for the airport. We were driving in the right lane when suddenly, a black car jumped out of a parking space right in front of us. My taxi driver slammed the brakes, skidded, and missed the other car by just inches. It was so bad. Now, that driver, that car, did all the mistakes by just jumping out without signal, without anything. My taxi driver, was the one who saved not only me, not only him and his car, but also other cars by somehow, But the fun part is, the person who actually did all this wrong, that person started yelling, pulled down the car window and started yelling. In my mind, the thought was just coming that, oh my God, now they will have a fight. And then, my driver should react because it's fault of this other person. But my thought didn't continue. It stopped suddenly when I saw my driver. He just smiled and waved. I mean, he was really friendly, I was astonished. And so I asked, why did you just do that? This guy almost ruined your car and sent us to the hospital. And this is when the taxi driver taught me what I call the law of the garbage truck. He explained, many people are like garbage trucks. They run around full of garbage, full of frustration, full of anger, and full of disappointment. As their garbage piles up, they need a place to dump it, and sometimes they dump it on you. Never take it personally. Just smile, wave, wish them well, and move on with the routine life. Don't take their garbage and spread it to other people at work, at home, or on the streets. Wow, such amazing thing. And first time when I read this story, I was like, every week we have a garbage day. We pile the garbage throughout the week and we follow those 3 bins and we put throughout the week. And we know that Thursday morning, the garbage truck will come to pick this up. So Wednesday night, we put all the garbage out. Why can't we do it with ourselves? And I kept on thinking that this is amazing. We people can do it easily, How? By not arguing every single day, every single moment. We can it's funny, but it's true. You can, this is something I told, and a few people that I know, a few couples I know have implemented in their life, and they are having a blast as couples, as a family. And what I told them is what I tell you now is that, this gives me an idea. Instead of fighting, why don't you both, husband and wife, decide on a day, Saturday night or Sunday morning or Friday night, to be the garbage day. So throughout the week, whoever does what you don't like, you just note down. One day, give yourselves 1 hour or 2 hours. You come and sit, you talk to each other, give the points, clean up the garbage. But once it's done, clean up, hug each other, and start a new phase that, okay, I'm not carrying this with me. Why can't we just, throw these garbages? The same thing, why can't we do in our life? So the bottom line is that successful people do not, and when I say successful people, I'm not saying Bill Gates or Zuckerberg or anybody. I'm talking about regular human beings like us. Let me complete the line and you will know exactly what I'm saying. The bottom line is that successful people do not let garbage trucks take over their day. Life's too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. So love the people who treat you right. Pray for all, especially for the ones who don't. Pray for you. And again, we come back to choices, thoughts, choices. And in a different way, we can even put it that life is 10% what you make and 90% how you take. And these all starts with those choices, with those thoughts. We just have to we just have to go for the quest. Okay, this is what I want. And for my quest, okay, Baba has accepted me as his child. So I will follow Baba and Baba's principles and teachings. I will not confuse myself. And I will show Baba that, yes, I am your child. And yes, I know you're holding my hand and you're helping me to make the right choices, to think straight, think nice, think positive, so that Baba slowly takes you out of the people who are not supposed to be in your life, because you're going closer and closer to Baba and become that mango up in the tree, saved by the Almighty from birds, children, stones, human beings, thunder, rain, everything. I always believe in this. Ordinary people can only do extraordinary things. Do you know why? Because Baba has made us with a lot of love. He has created us. We are his creation. His creation cannot be bad. His creation cannot be wrong. It's just that we get into so much into the society, community, friends, and the materialistic things too much. Everything is good. Yes, you need money, you need food, you need a good house, you need a car, but not running after them so much that you don't even know when you start taking the wrong choices. You don't even realize when your thoughts have changed and is gearing you, stirring you to a different path altogether, which you never thought when you were little. You wanted to do so much for the world. You wanted to do so much for that auntie, for that uncle that you saw when you were little. You used to cry. Their children never used to come to see them. And you used to think that I will not do this with my parents ever. But now look at you. You're running after material things. In one side, you're saying that Baba is my everything, and you're not doing what will make Baba happy. Baba will make, it's very easy to make Baba happy. Very, very easy to make him happy. As I said, the thoughts, the choices, and then thinking because of those thoughts and choices that if this is the incident, if this man has come out from nowhere and is still yelling, it is his problem, not my problem. I am not going to allow his behavior to ruin my inside, my day. So what I can give him? I can give him positivity. I can give him a smile. It will shock him too. And when he will calm down, he will thank you because it's like, oh my God, this person was so nice. I was so mad and this person didn't quarrel with me, didn't argue, didn't fight. And because of this person, I'm not bitter now. We can do this, right? It's very easy, very simple. With this, I would like to end. But before that, this bhajan, we can pray to him and ask him for his guidance. Please hold our hand and never leave us. Because without you, I'm nothing. Bhakto ne hai aaj pukara, हमने पुकारा बाबा, सबने पुकारा, दे दो दे दो दे दो दे दो हमको सहारा. आना ही पड़ेगा बाबा, आना ही पड़ेगा, आना ही पड़ेगा बाबा, आना ही पड़ेगा. शिरडी से आओ चाहे परती से आओ, मथुरा से आओ या अयोध्या से आओ, मक्का से आओ या मदीना से आओ, मक्का से आओ या मदीना से आओ. ओ मेरे मौला, ओ मेरे साईं, तुम कहीं से भी आओ. आना ही पड़ेगा बाबा, आना ही पड़ेगा, आना ही पड़ेगा बाबा, आना ही पड़ेगा. बोल श्री सच्चिदानंद सतगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की.